Here, America's Tommy Kono, with perfect form in the clean and jerk, raises the bar over his head to win the title from Russia.
This guy is absolutely the best in the world.
He is by far probably the most decorated American lifter in history.
New world champ of the class, Tommy Kono of Sacramento, California.
Superstar. I mean, just multiple time world champion, many time world record holder, and Mr. Universe.
There was Tommy Kono, the top weightlifter in the world.
I mean, this guy was like the king of the world to a guy like Arnold Schwarzenegger. You look up to Michael Jordan or whatever in the United States, he was looking up to Tommy Kono.
And to think about what he was able to achieve is absolutely incredible.
Pound for pound, Kono is the strongest man in the world.
It's mind-boggling, really, and a story that needs to be told.
Well, it's the box from a refrigerator that I cut up, and so because I have to transport it every now and then.
Somewhere tucked away and packed in cardboard, you will find Tommy Kono's legacy.
I had it in a shoebox, and it was in the garage. And I decided, hey, I can't just pass this on to my kids because it doesn't mean anything to them. So what I should do is make it attractive. And so I got a big frame, so now it would mean more.
And lights the flame that will burn through the 16 days of the Games.
And it was in 1952 where Kono experienced his first Olympic Games.
First American sweep is in the 200-meter dash, oldest race in Olympic history.
The sights and sounds of competition in Helsinki, Finland. But it was on stage where the unknown Tommy Kono shocked the world.
154 muscular athletes from 41 countries were entered in the weightlifting tournament.
The 5'5", 148-pound Tommy Kono lifted 257 pounds over his head and set a new Olympic record.
Tommy Kono snatches 117.5 kilos in the welterweight class, over 20 pounds more than his closest rival.
That meant first place on the podium. Tommy Kono had won his first Olympic gold medal. Where back home, his father Kenichi, who was first opposed to his son lifting, proudly read the news from a local teletype. But greatness did not come easy.
Right there is Pearl Harbor. The whole area is Pearl Harbor.
From his front yard in Hawaii, Tommy Kono can look back at more than 7 decades where his life changed as a young boy.
Pearl Harbor, December 7th, 1941.
Changed the lives of many people.
A date which will live in infamy.
We were on a Sunday drive near Sacramento High School. It was there that we heard over the radio that Pearl Harbor was attacked and that we were at war now.
The declaration of war was quickly followed by Executive Order 9066. That forced more than 100,000 people of Japanese descent to abandon their homes, farms, and businesses on the West Coast.
Small towns as well as large, up and down the coast, the moving continued.
When I reflect back, I think of my dad. It really put pressure on him because he had to pack everything and all that. And so to dwindle everything down to a couple of suitcases and all that, that's real difficult. And you're leaving everything behind. Or whatever you had, you wanted to sell, but people would buy it at a bargain price because we had no alternative but to try to sell and move.
They were loaded onto trains, taken to a barren lake bed, housed behind barbed wire, and lived in tar-papered shacks. The Tule Lake Relocation Center became home to close to 20,000 people, including 12-year-old Tommy Kono and his family.
I lived on block 27. There are no trees, no bushes or anything.
Tad Fujioka, Ben Nahara, and the Noguchi brothers, Harry and Kenya, remember the first time they met a young and frail Tommy Kono in camp.
He was the true 98-pound weakling.
He was a little tiny person with a wheeze. He was asthmatic, you know.
Yeah, he had asthma real bad.
Yeah.
But when we moved to Tule Lake, the air or something was better for me because my asthmatic attacks start slowing down.
And as his asthma retreated, his energy picked up. Kono found his athletic and competitive side.
Yeah, he was very feisty, yeah.
He played baseball and basketball. He even studied martial arts. Kono's judo gi handmade by his mother. But it was another sport at Tule Lake that caught Tommy Kono's attention.